The 1920s were an extremely prosperous time. People were making a lot of money. Prosper means to be financially successful, and that was the name of the game in the United States. This country had the highest standard of living the world had ever known, and these living standards were rising because manufacturing was becoming very efficient. Think about the conveyor belts and the assembly lines that Henry Ford was using to produce cars at a faster rate. That means the prices could be lower, so people could afford them, and the wages were increasing, so people now had more money and lower prices. And each industry kind of sparked another industry. For instance, with so many people buying cars, now more roads had to be built. And if those roads and highways were being built, then there needed to be more gas stations and motels and diners and campgrounds for those travelers. And with those cars, they also needed, steel, and they needed rubber for the tires and oil refineries to make the gasoline. So to encourage more spending, banks started offering what is called credit. So what is credit and what did credit do? Credit is basically allowing people to buy something now with the promise that they will pay for it later. They'll pay for it over a period of time. And most consumer goods were being bought on credit. So for instance, I'll give you an example. Let's say you wanted to buy yourself a new Victrola, a record player. And let's say it cost $25. What you could do is you could pay just $5 now. You could probably afford that. And then you still owe $20. Sorry, $20. So let's say they offer you the deal of paying $2 per month for the next 12 months. That adds up to $24. You've already paid $5, so you end up paying $29. So good deal, you get what you need, you can pay for a little bit over time, and the bank or the store gets extra money by kind of giving you that loan. Okay, so people were buying things on credit. During the 1920s, 3 out of every 4 automobiles was bought on credit. And half of all consumer goods were also being bought on credit. And so Americans were like, hey, life is great, life will be perfect, it will always be perfect, right? Right? That is a pretty ominous statement. We'll find out more later on.